Chelsea Perkins was once a symbol of dedication and service. A proud Coast Guard veteran, she had committed years of her life to protecting the nation's shores. Her discipline and resilience were evident to all who knew her. However, after her honorable discharge, Chelsea's life took an unexpected turn. Seeking new avenues, she ventured into the world of adult entertainment, becoming an OnlyFans model. While some viewed this as a bold move towards independence, others saw it as a stark contrast to her previous life of service. Amidst this transition, Chelsea reconnected with an old acquaintance, Matthew Dunmire. Their past was complicated, marked by unresolved tensions and allegations. Chelsea had previously accused Matthew of rape, a claim that had never been legally resolved. In March 2021, the two agreed to meet in the serene surroundings of Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Ohio. What was intended as a conversation to address past grievances turned into a premeditated act of violence. Chelsea lured Matthew to a secluded area and, in a moment that shocked the nation, fatally shot him in the back of the head. Matthew's disappearance was initially a mystery. Friends and family were puzzled, unable to comprehend how he could vanish without a trace. Days later, hikers discovered his lifeless body, leading to a thorough investigation. Evidence began to mount against Chelsea. Bullet markings matched a firearm found in her possession, and surveillance footage placed her at the scene. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Chelsea pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and using a firearm during a crime of violence on federal property. Her sentencing is scheduled for September 9, 2025, where she faces 20 to 25 years in prison. Wikipedia. The story of Chelsea Perkins and Matthew Dunmire is not just about a crime. It's a tangled web of emotions, justice, and unresolved trauma. Many viewers may wonder how someone who served their country could end up committing such a brutal act. The answer lies deep in the human psyche and the events leading up to that fateful day in the park. Chelsea's past was marked by hardship. Her allegations against Matthew of sexual assault were serious but remained legally unresolved, leaving a heavy weight of frustration and anger. For years, she grappled with the lack of closure, battling her own demons in silence. The justice system often moves slowly, and victims sometimes feel abandoned by the very institutions meant to protect them. When she met Matthew in the park, the encounter wasn't just a simple conversation. It was a confrontation between two lives scarred by conflict and pain. Chelsea claimed self-defense, stating she feared for her life based on their history. Yet the evidence showed a calculated act, a shot fired into the back of Matthew's head, a method that speaks to planning rather than a moment of panic. This case shines a harsh light on how trauma and unresolved grievances can escalate. It also raises questions about accountability and the limits of the law. Was this a case of a broken person pushed too far? Or was it a cold, deliberate act of murder? The debate rages on in communities affected by violence and those watching from afar. Legal experts argue that plea deals like Chelsea's guilty plea can be both a means to avoid lengthy trials and a reflection of the complex realities behind crimes. It spares the victim's family from reliving trauma during court proceedings, but can leave the public with unanswered questions. For Chelsea Perkins, the consequences are now real and looming. Her life is forever changed, her future confined behind bars. Yet her story is a mirror reflecting the imperfections of justice and the human cost of violence. It's a reminder that behind every headline, there are people, emotions, and stories far more complicated than they seem. As Chelsea Perkins awaits sentencing, the ripple effects of this tragic event continue to spread. Family members, friends, and communities are left grappling with loss, anger, and the heavy weight of what could have been prevented. Matthew Dunmire's family struggles with grief and unanswered questions. How could things have escalated to this irreversible point? Could intervention or justice for past allegations have changed the outcome? These questions haunt them daily. The case also brings attention to the challenges faced by veterans transitioning back to civilian life. Many carry invisible wounds, psychological scars from trauma, mental health struggles, and a sense of isolation. Chelsea's shift from military service to online modeling and then to a criminal defendant is an extreme example of this difficult path. Understanding and supporting veterans could be key to preventing tragedies like this. From a legal standpoint, This case reminds us of a complex balance between victim and perpetrator. Chelsea Perkins was a victim of alleged past abuse, yet she became a perpetrator of a violent crime herself. The justice system must navigate these murky waters carefully, ensuring accountability while acknowledging trauma. For those watching on No Justice Nation, this story serves as a sobering reminder: justice is never simple. Behind every headline lies a layered human story, often filled with pain and contradictions. True justice requires compassion, understanding, and sometimes uncomfortable truths. Final thoughts. As we close this chapter on Chelsea Perkins, remember the importance of listening to victims, to perpetrators, and to the systems that connect them. Every story, no matter how dark, deserves to be told fully, honestly, and without sugarcoating. If you're passionate about uncovering the truth behind headline crimes, subscribe to No Justice Nation and turn on notifications for daily, raw, and unfiltered stories that expose the reality of justice in today's world. Like this video if you want more content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters in this conversation.